Hey everybody, my name is Josh, joshallmusic.com. This is the Shavasana Kitty YouTube channel, and thanks for dropping in. Today's lesson is a lesson about improvising that I call cells, or the little black dress. And so here's the thing, when we start learning to play scales, we might learn the scale all the way up and down the neck. So like here's the pentatonic box at the 5th fret. We've got our A, C, D, E, G, A, C, D, E, G, A, C, and then back down. And you learn that up and down, and then somebody might go, okay, now try improvising with that. And obviously the problem with that is even with only 5 notes, there's still a lot of choice that you have to make. And when you first start improvising, those choices can be kind of overwhelming. And so I like to do things in chunks that I call cells, because scales are like living things. You can use them in lots of different ways, and cells can be combined to make bigger organisms and all that kind of stuff. And so these are not cells like jail cells. These are cells that are like living cells. And the pentatonic scale is a good place to start because it's kind of like a little black dress. It kind of fits with everything. In all the cultures of the world, the pentatonic scale is present. And so if you've got to go to, like a black tie affair, little black dress works great. If you got to go to a rave, little black dress works great. It just depends on what you put with it. And but it fits in all situations. And so the pentatonic scale is a really good place to learn how to start chunking your scales together into little cells so that you can better use them when you're improvising. So here's the method. So first cell you might decide is C, A, and G. And then your next cell might be A, G, and E. So I'm picking 3 notes and I'm going to stick with them. The next cell would be like G, E, and D. The next cell would be E, D, and C. And that's going to be my whole of it. And I've got a little iReal Pro going here. I'm using the chord C to F, and it's just going to repeat a bunch of times, and I'm going to move down through those cells. And I'm going to start with the first one, C, A, and G, and I'll just announce when I move to the next one. Here we go. 2, 3, and... Next, we're going to go A, G to E. Now we're going to go down G, E, D. Now we'll go E, D, C. That gives you an idea about a way to approach cells. Now, I don't tend to spend as much time on each of those cells as I just did in this demonstration, but it's a really safe way to get to understand how each of the notes in their combinations can sound against a progression. And setting up a little major jam like that, C to F, gives you all the tools you need to be able to start following that and figuring out how to work. Now, the cool thing about the pentatonic scale is that it works in both major and minor situations, because remember, it's a little black dress. It doesn't matter what style of music you're playing over, chances are really good a 5-note pentatonic scale is going to give you notes that are going to sound in tune with it. There are a few situations where that might not be the case, but not many. So here is a minor version. I'm going A minor to D minor, and I'm going to use the same cells. I'm not going to change anything. I might change where I choose to land, but I'm going to use the exact same notes. So here we go. 2, 3, 4. Next cell, E, G, E. G, E, D. E, what did I do? G, E, D, so this is E, D, C. Now let's do D, C, A. Let's go C, A, G. Or anyway, so you've got a major scale pentatonic that works, you got a minor scale pentatonic that works, all within the same spot, and you've got 3-note cells that you can pick through to really figure out how certain things sound. Once you get pretty comfortable with that, then you start making up little licks that sound good to you. And honestly, this is where licks come from, is that they're taking scale ideas, little cells of scales, and they're taking them and going, this sounds cool to me, and I'm going to use it. And that little cell can take on a life of its own because it's a living thing. Music, it evolves, it changes, it grows, it gets used in lots of different situations. And this scale, like I said, it's like a little black dress. It works everywhere. So a lot of times, licks that might seem like they only belong in a particular type of music will show up all over the place. All right? So good luck with that. I hope it helps you in some way. If it does, send a comment into the thing, and maybe you'll go to my website and you'll sign up for my newsletter. Lots of useful philosophy hopefully in there for people, and little lesson things. Anyway, have a good one. We'll see you next time. All right.